referee's decided to give the penalty, and it's a chance now to take the lead.
Well, could be a vital decision, this one, and looking at it, I think he was correct in it.
These days, going off your feet like that is running the risk of the referee taking serious action.
Yeah, I think so, and it was a poor tackle, it was badly timed.
Xhaka. Aguero. Free kick against Manchester City. Manchester City pick up a yellow here.
Yeah, and it was a silly challenge, mistimed.
Marc-Andre ter Stegen. They've got to manage without him today. Now he's gone and life goes on, Alan. Shots on here. Oh, kept the shot out, but it's still in play. Silva. Aguero. Inhibitions from this referee.
No, and I'm not too sure. I'd like to see the replay on that one.
Referee's made up his mind here to give the penalty and to show a yellow card.
Yeah, well, the penalty is the major thing for the team conceding here.
Rash, Alan, reckless.
Well, he's dived in. It's a reckless one. Strode up to that ball and placed it to the keeper's left. He knew what he wanted to do there.
Right on the half-hour mark. The opening goal of the game.
Manchester City.
Well, here he is, the new boss. Chance to get his team into the job. Friendly, it's a good way to start.
Yeah, I mean, he's had his pre-season. He's got to know the squad and shape them into the kind of formation he wants. Let's see if it can have a positive effect here.
He can cross it now. In strongly. Silva. And it's presented to the player by the opposition. Gundogan. Yaya Toure. Looking for Aguero. Well, this is Manchester City's match at the moment, but only at the moment. They're being challenged, they're having to defend quite a bit, and we'll see whether they can see it through. Maybe they'll improve in the second half. Confident and quality on the ball. And he read their minds, brilliant defending in the circumstances. Kramer. Yaya Toure. Gundogan. And he read that passage of play, was able to make the interception. Xhaka. He is the Governor-General of this team. Passed it, gets it back, passes it again, wants it back. Gundogan. Cruiser. Ooh, we're going to get 5 extra minutes here.
5 minutes of added time.
Silva. Cruiser. Raphael. Andre Hahn. Raphael. Cruiser. They've got the ball back through. Well, he has a go. That's a good save from a venomous shot. Mönchengladbach are looking for an equaliser. And out comes the goalkeeper to deal with the corner. So it's 1-0 here as the half-time whistle goes. Well, the big moment of the first half probably was the penalty. So far, so good for Manchester City. Second half coming up. Good, strong challenge. Kevin De Bruyne, Oscar Wendt. Yaya Toure. Here's the cross. Quickly back to his feet. Being moved around nicely here with this passing game. Zabaleta. It's going to be a throw here. Zimmerman. It's with Toure. Despite Yaya Toure's undoubted talents, Ivory Coast couldn't get out of the group stage in the World Cup in 2014. Gundogan. Silva. Whether Spain just lack that cutting edge because they've been so successful, only those players will know, like David Silva in the World Cup of 2014. It's gone out for a throw. Yaya Toure. Going to cross it. Aguero! Straight at the keeper. Dominguez. Raphael on the attack here. Found his teammate well. Doing well to keep the ball. Patience is the name of the game now. Very good tackle. Not his first today either. Chance for it. Here's the chance. Small fry they might be, but they've had a big moment here and they're level.
Yeah, they've got great spirit within this team. They would not lie down, and who knows now.
Number 26.
Oh, we're going to see a triple substitution now. Well, we're back at level pegging again at 1-1. Micah Richards. Aguero. Manchester City's free kick. Kevin De Bruyne. Hahn. Cruiser. Granit Xhaka.
It's a good ball, they could be in. Got to be.
Well, it's quite a nice way to start. It's not a league game, but the first pre-season outing, and he's got a goal.
Yeah, perfect start, just what he wanted, and his teammates seem impressed, and the crowd are behind him already. And what a strike that is. Two keepers wouldn't have stopped that top left. Brilliant.
Manchester City are trailing now. They've got to try and hit back. Yaya Toure. Substitution time, and it's Borussia Mönchengladbach who are going to make the alteration. Throw in here. Well, he's got on the score sheet, hasn't he? And now he's getting off the pitch. Yaya Toure. Maybe he'll cross it here. It will be their throw. Well, a lot of attention on the new player today, even in this pre-season friendly.
Yeah, he'll be feeling that attention. All eyes on him.
And he goes for goal! Still in play here.
It's gone out for a throw-in.
Play has stopped for a substitution.
It's one of the conditions really you find yourself playing under when you've been booked, not just worrying about a second yellow card, but you get into the manager's eyes as a player who could be replaced for safety's sake. So I'm not happy, but he's going off.
Yeah, and it's a big bench these days, as we know, and it gives the manager a fair few options, and he's taken one of them.
Tony Janschke. Manchester City with one eye on the clock here, because this is going to be quite a shock for them, having been in front, to be beaten here. Only a friendly, Alan, but way, getting your first goal, that's important.
It is. I mean, it helps you settle so much quicker, because it's never easy. New set of teammates, but that would have done him the power good.
Bit of shuffling of the pack here for Borussia Mönchengladbach with a substitution. Manchester City still one goal behind. And that's good defending. Really had to deal with that. Could have really hurt the team now. Throw in now. Well, there are other options from the bench.
Number 31.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Here's the cross.
And it's out of harm's way. The defending here was top class in a difficult scenario. Zimmerman.
He saw that coming in the nick of time. That's the end of the match, and it's 2-1.
Please remember there will be...
Let's look ahead to the final to the FA Community Shield. Arsenal face Manchester City.
FA Community Shield. Arsenal 2, Manchester City 2. Arsenal won 5-4 on penalties. The Barclays Premier League. Arsenal 4, Crystal Palace 1.
What comes next in the English Premier League? The league leaders, Liverpool, travel to 7th placed Tottenham Hotspur. So what comes next in the Barclays Premier League? In 3rd place, West Bromwich Albion face a trip to 20th placed Southampton. 4th placed Liverpool visit 11th placed Manchester City.
The Barclays Premier League. Aston Villa 0, Newcastle United 2, Chelsea 2, Leicester City 0, Crystal Palace 1, West Ham United 0, Hull City 0, Stoke City 1, Manchester City 3, Liverpool 0. The Barclays Premier League. Aston Villa 3, Hull City 1, Burnley 0, Manchester United 1, Leicester City 1, Arsenal 0, Manchester City 4, Stoke City 0, Newcastle United 3, Crystal Palace 2, Queen's Park Rangers 3, Sunderland 0, Swansea City 1, West Bromwich Albion 2, West Ham United 2, Southampton 1. So what do those results mean to the league table? At the top of the table remain Tottenham Hotspur with 9 points. In second, Manchester City with 7 points. In third, Newcastle United with 7 points. In fourth, Manchester United with 7 points. In fifth, West Bromwich Albion with 6 points. In sixth, Queen's Park Rangers with 6 points. In seventh, Liverpool with 6 points. In eighth, Leicester City with 6 points. Bottom of the table, Hull City with no points. And then reading up the table, second bottom, Sunderland with 1 point. Third bottom, Burnley with 1 point. Fourth bottom, Southampton with 3 points. Fifth bottom, Aston Villa with 3 points.
It's time to turn our attention to the draw of the English League Cup. Tottenham Hotspur entertain Arsenal. Sunderland are at home to Manchester City. Aston Villa host Manchester United. Newcastle United entertain Norwich City. There could be a surprise as Peterborough United are at home to Southampton. Liverpool host Everton. Chelsea entertain Leicester City. Blackburn Rovers are at home to Swansea City. West Bromwich Albion host Fulham. Charlton Athletic entertain Hull City. Meanwhile, Derby County.
Champions Cup. Arsenal 1, CSKA Moscow 0. Rome 1, Bayer Leverkusen 0.
So what comes next in the Barclays Premier League? In third place, Manchester United visit 10th place Leicester City.
The Barclays Premier League. Aston Villa 1, Arsenal 1. Burnley 1, Sunderland 0. Leicester City 1, Manchester United 1. Manchester City 2, Chelsea 1. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Stoke City 2. Swansea City 2, Southampton 0. West Ham United 2, Liverpool 1. Now let's see what effect that's had on the league standings. At the top of the table, we have new leaders in Stoke City with 12 points. In second, Manchester United with 11 points. In third, Manchester City with 10 points. In fourth, Tottenham Hotspur with 10 points. In fifth, Newcastle United with 10 points. In sixth, West Bromwich Albion with 9 points. In seventh, West Ham United with 7 points. In eighth, Leicester City with 7 points. Bottom of the table, Hull City with 1 point. And then reading up the table, second bottom, Sunderland with 2 points. Third bottom, Southampton with 3 points. Fourth bottom, Burnley with 4 points. Fifth bottom, Aston Villa with 4 points.
Let's look ahead to the next round of fixtures of the English League Cup. And in the tie of the round, Liverpool host Everton. Sunderland are at home to Manchester City.
English League Cup. Aston Villa 0, Manchester United 1. Blackburn Rovers 2, Swansea City 0. Blackpool 2, Plymouth Argyle.
What comes next in the English Premier League? The league leaders, Stoke City, entertain 5th placed Newcastle United, while 2nd placed Manchester United host 7th placed West Ham United. In 3rd place, Manchester City face a trip to 20th placed Hull City. 4th placed Tottenham Hotspur travel to 14th placed Arsenal.
The Barclays Premier League. Arsenal 2, Tottenham Hotspur 2. Chelsea 2, Aston Villa 0. Crystal Palace 2, Leicester City 2. Hull City 1, Manchester City 1. Liverpool 1, Everton 1. The Barclays Premier League. Arsenal 1, Manchester City 2. So what do those results mean to the league table? At the top of the table, we have new leaders in Manchester City with 14 points. In second, Stoke City with 13 points. In third, West Bromwich Albion with 12 points. In fourth, Manchester United with 12 points. In fifth, Tottenham Hotspur with 11 points. In 6th, Newcastle United with 11 points. In 7th, Swansea City with 9 points. In 8th, Chelsea with 8 points. Bottom of the table, Sunderland with 2 points. And then reading up the table, second bottom, Hull City. Champions Cup. Schalke 1, Liverpool 1.
So what comes next in the Barclays Premier League? The league leaders, Manchester City, travel to 17th placed Aston Villa, while second placed Newcastle United face a trip to 8th placed Swansea City. 4th placed Stoke City visit 19th placed Sunderland.
The Barclays Premier League. Aston Villa 1, Manchester City 2, Chelsea 2, Arsenal 1. Leicester City 1, Burnley 0. Liverpool 2, West Bromwich Albion 0. Sunderland 0, Stoke City 1. Swansea City 2, Newcastle United 2. West Ham United 0, Queen's Park Rangers 1. So what do those results mean to the league table? At the top of the table remain Manchester City with 17 points. In second, rising up the table, are Stoke City with 16 points.
What comes next in the English Premier League? The league leaders, Manchester City, host 5th placed Tottenham Hotspur, while second placed Stoke City entertain 10th placed Swansea City. In third place, Newcastle United are at home to 8th placed Leicester City. 4th placed Chelsea travel to 14th placed Crystal Palace.
The Barclays Premier League. Arsenal 3, Hull City 0. Burnley 0, West Ham United 2. Crystal Palace 1, Chelsea 1. Everton 2, Aston Villa 0. Manchester City 2, Tottenham Hotspur 0. Newcastle United 2, Leicester City 1. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Liverpool 0. Southampton 4, Sunderland 1. Stoke City 1, Swansea City 3. West Bromwich Albion 1, Manchester United 0. So what do those results mean to the league table? At the top of the table remain Manchester City with 20 points. In second, rising up the table, are Newcastle United with 18 points. In third, moving down, are Stoke City with 16 points. In fourth, Chelsea with 15 points. In fifth, climbing the table, are West Bromwich Albion with 15 points. In sixth and falling are Tottenham Hotspur with 14 points. In seventh, rising up the table, are Swansea City with 13 points. In eighth, moving down, are Manchester United with 12 points. Bottom of the table, Sunderland with 2 points. And then reading up the table, second bottom, Hull City with 2 points. Third bottom, Burnley with 4 points. Fourth bottom, Aston Villa with 4 points. Fifth bottom and falling are Crystal Palace with 8 points. Champions Cup. Bilbao 1, Zenit 0.
So what comes next in the Barclays Premier League? The league leaders, Manchester City, face a trip to 10th place West Ham United. 4th placed Stoke City travel to 14th placed Southampton.
The Barclays Premier League. Manchester United 1, Chelsea 0. Queen's Park Rangers 2, Aston Villa 2. Southampton 1, Stoke City 1. Sunderland 1, Arsenal 1. Swansea City 2, Leicester City 1. West Bromwich Albion 0, Crystal Palace 1. West Ham United 1, Manchester City 1. Let's see what that means for the league tables. At the top of the table remain Manchester City with 21 points. In second, Newcastle United with 18 points. In third, climbing the table, are Manchester United with 18 points. In fourth and falling are Tottenham Hotspur with 17 points. In fifth, moving down, are Stoke City with 17 points.
So what comes next in the Barclays Premier League? The league leaders, Manchester City, entertain 3rd placed Manchester United, while 2nd placed Newcastle United host 9th placed Liverpool. 4th placed Tottenham Hotspur visit 17th placed Aston Villa.
The Barclays Premier League. Arsenal 2, Burnley 0. Aston Villa 1, Tottenham Hotspur 2. Chelsea 1, Queen's Park Rangers 1. Crystal Palace 1, Sunderland 0. Everton 3, Swansea City 1. Hull City 1, Southampton 1. Leicester City 1, West Bromwich Albion 2. Manchester City 1, Manchester United 2. Newcastle United 2, Liverpool 2. Stoke City 1, West Ham United 1. Let's have a look at what those results mean for tonight's league tables. At the top of the table remain Manchester City with 21 points. In second, climbing the table, are Manchester United with 21 points. In third, rising up the table, are Tottenham Hotspur with 20 points. In fourth and falling are Newcastle United with 19 points. In fifth, climbing the table, are West Bromwich Albion with 18 points. In sixth, moving down, are Stoke City with 18 points. In seventh, Chelsea with 16 points. In eighth and falling are Swansea City with 16 points. Bottom of the table, Sunderland with 3 points. And then reading up the table, second bottom... Champions Cup. Arsenal 4, Feyenoord 0. Athletic Bilbao 1, Manchester City 1. Atletico Madrid 0, Roma 2. Schalke 1, Standard Liège 0. The Barclays Premier League. Tottenham Hotspur 3, Newcastle United 1. The Football Association Challenge Cup.
What comes next in the English Premier League? The league leaders, Tottenham Hotspur, travel to 18th placed Hull City, while second placed Manchester City are at home to 9th placed Swansea City. In third place, Manchester United visit 10th placed Arsenal. Fourth placed West Bromwich Albion face a trip to 5th placed Chelsea.
The Barclays Premier League. Arsenal 0, Manchester United 1. Aston Villa 1, Southampton 3. Chelsea 5, West Bromwich Albion 1. Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 2. Everton 3, West Ham United 1. Hull City 2, Tottenham Hotspur 2. Leicester City 1, Sunderland 1. Manchester City 2, Swansea City 1. Newcastle United 4, Queen's Park Rangers 0. Stoke City 1, Burnley 1. Let's have a look at what those results mean for tonight's league tables. At the top of the table, we have new leaders in Manchester City with 25 points. In second, climbing the table, are Manchester United with 25 points. In third, the former leaders, Tottenham Hotspur with 24 points. In fourth, rising up the table, are Chelsea with 22 points. In fifth, climbing the table, are Newcastle United with 22 points. In sixth and falling are West Bromwich Albion with 21 points. In seventh, Stoke City with 19 points. In eighth, rising up the table, are Liverpool with 17 points. Bottom of the table, Sunderland with 4 points. And then reading up the table, second bottom, Aston Villa with 5 points. Third bottom, Hull City with 7 points. Fourth bottom, Burnley with 8 points. Fifth bottom, Leicester City with 12 points. Champions Cup. Bayer Leverkusen 1, Roma 0. CSKA Moscow 0, Arsenal 2. Manchester City 2, Zenit 1. Standard Liège 0, Liverpool 1.
So what comes next in the Barclays Premier League? The league leaders, Tottenham Hotspur, entertain 8th placed Everton.
The Barclays Premier League. Burnley 1, Aston Villa 2. Liverpool 3, Stoke City 1. Manchester United 3, Hull City 1. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Leicester City 0. Southampton 1, Manchester City 2. Tottenham Hotspur 3, Everton 1. Sunderland 2, Chelsea 2. Swansea City 1, Crystal Palace 1. West Bromwich Albion 1, Arsenal 1. West Ham United 1, Newcastle United 1. Now let's see what effect that's had on the league standings. At the top of the table remain Tottenham Hotspur with 30 points. In second, Manchester City with 28 points. In third, Manchester United with 28 points. In fourth, Chelsea with 23 points. In fifth, Newcastle United with 23 points. In sixth, West Bromwich Albion with 22 points. In seventh, climbing the table, are Liverpool with 20 points. In eighth, moving down, are Stoke City with 19 points. Bottom of the table, Sunderland with 6 points. And then reading up the table, second bottom and falling are Burnley with 8 points. Third bottom, rising up the table, are Aston Villa with 8 points. Fourth bottom, Hull City with 10 points. Fifth bottom, Leicester City with 12 points. Champions Cup. Bayer Leverkusen 1, Atletico Madrid 1.
So what comes next in the Barclays Premier League? The league leaders, Tottenham Hotspur, face a trip to 13th placed Swansea City.
The Barclays Premier League. Arsenal 1, Newcastle United 1. Burnley 1, Southampton 2.
Let's look at the draw of the FA Cup. Tottenham Hotspur entertain Chelsea. Manchester City host Stoke City. Liverpool are at home to Bradford City. There could be a surprise as Gillingham entertain Manchester United. Perhaps an upset on the cards as Stevenage host West Ham United. Southampton are at home to Arsenal. Blackburn Rovers entertain Everton. Hull City host Crystal Palace. Millwall are at home to Swansea City. Bournemouth entertain Newcastle United. Meanwhile, Fulham host Aston Villa. What comes next in the English Premier League? While second-placed Manchester City are at home to 15th placed Crystal Palace.
The Barclays Premier League. Aston Villa 1, Manchester United 3, Liverpool 2, Arsenal 2, Manchester City 4, Crystal Palace 1, Newcastle United 3, Sunderland 1, Queen's Park Rangers 0, West Bromwich Albion 2, Stoke City 0, Chelsea.
So what comes next in the Barclays Premier League? The league leaders, Tottenham Hotspur, face a trip to 6th placed Chelsea, while second placed Manchester City. What comes next in the English Premier League? The league leaders, Manchester City, travel to 8th placed West Bromwich Albion, while second placed Tottenham Hotspur face a trip to 18th placed Leicester City. In third place, Manchester United host 4th placed Newcastle United.
The Barclays Premier League. Arsenal 3, Queen's Park Rangers 1, Burnley 1, Liverpool 1, Chelsea 5, West Ham United 0, Crystal Palace 1, Southampton. The Barclays Premier League.
So what comes next in the Barclays Premier League? The league leaders, Manchester City, entertain 19th placed Sunderland, while second placed Tottenham Hotspur are at home to 3rd placed Chelsea. 4th placed Manchester United face a trip to 9th placed Stoke City.
The Barclays Premier League. Aston Villa 1, Crystal Palace 1, Hull City 1, Everton 2, Liverpool 4, Leicester City 0, Manchester City 3, Sunderland 0, Newcastle United 4, Burnley 0, Queen's Park Rangers 1, Swansea City 1, Southampton 1, Arsenal 1, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Chelsea 1, Stoke City 1, Manchester United 1, West Ham United 2, West Bromwich Albion 3. Let's see what that means for the league tables. At the top of the table remain Manchester City with 46 points. In second, Tottenham Hotspur with 41 points. In third, Chelsea with 39 points. In fourth, Manchester United with 39 points, but only behind on goal difference.
What comes next in the English Premier League? The league leaders, Manchester City, are at home to 7th placed Everton, while 2nd placed Tottenham Hotspur host 20th placed Burnley.
The Barclays Premier League. Hull City 1, Swansea City 1. Manchester City 4, Everton 0. Tottenham Hotspur 3, Burnley 1. Let's have a look at what those results mean for tonight's league tables. At the top of the table remain Manchester City with 49 points. In second, Tottenham Hotspur with 44 points. In third, Chelsea with 39 points. In fourth, Manchester United with 39 points, but only behind on goal difference. In fifth, Liverpool with 37 points. In sixth, Newcastle United with 37 points, but only behind on goal difference. In seventh, Everton with 32 points. In eighth, West Bromwich Albion with 30 points. Bottom of the table, Burnley with 10 points. And then reading up the table, second bottom, Sunderland with 12 points. Third bottom, Leicester City with 13 points. Fourth bottom, Crystal Palace with 17 points. Fifth bottom, Hull City with 18 points.
Let's look ahead to the next round of fixtures of the FA Cup. And in the tie of the round, Tottenham Hotspur host Chelsea. Manchester City entertain Stoke City. Southampton are at home to Arsenal. Blackburn Rovers host Everton. Millwall entertain Swansea City. Bournemouth are at home to Newcastle United. Liverpool host Bradford City. Then, Queen's Park Rangers entertain Huddersfield Town.
The Football Association Challenge Cup. Birmingham City 0, Ipswich Town 1. Blackburn Rovers 2, Everton 2. Bolton Wanderers 1, Brentford 0. Bournemouth 1, Newcastle United 2. Brighton and Hove Albion 1, Leicester City 1. Bury 1, Sheffield United 2. Gillingham 1, Manchester United 2. Hull City 1, Crystal Palace 2. Leeds United 1, Watford 2. Liverpool 5, Bradford City 0. Manchester City 3, Stoke City 1. Millwall 1, Swansea City 3. Nottingham Forest 3, Blackpool 1. Oxford United 1, Yeovil Town 0. Queen's Park Rangers 2, Huddersfield Town 1. Reading 0, Middlesbrough 0. Rochdale 0, Derby County 0. Rotherham United 0, Burnley 1. Sheffield Wednesday 4, Hartlepool United 1. Southampton 2, Arsenal 0. Tottenham Hotspur 1, Chelsea 0.
So what comes next in the Barclays Premier League? The league leaders, Manchester City, entertain 11th placed Arsenal, while second placed Tottenham Hotspur are at home to 19th placed Sunderland. In third place, Chelsea face a trip to 14th placed Swansea City. Fourth placed Manchester United travel to 13th placed Queen's Park Rangers.
The Barclays Premier League. Aston Villa 2, Liverpool 2. Burnley 2, Crystal Palace 0. Everton 0, West Bromwich Albion 2. Manchester City 4, Arsenal 0. Newcastle United 1, Southampton 0. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Manchester United 2. Tottenham Hotspur 3, Sunderland 0. Swansea City 0, Chelsea 0. West Ham United 4, Hull City 0. And let's take a look at what those results mean to the league table. At the top of the table remain Manchester City with 52 points. In second, Tottenham Hotspur with 47 points. In third, rising up the table, are Manchester United with 42 points. In fourth, moving down, are Chelsea with 40 points. In fifth, climbing the table, are Newcastle United with 40 points, but only behind on goal difference. In sixth and falling are Liverpool